Hi everybody, this is Evil Corkum here. Welcome to the channel. This will be my first motovlog video that I will be releasing. First I want to introduce myself, Evil Corkum, aka Mike. I'm riding a 2013 Honda CBR 600RR. This is actually my second street bike. This one I actually bought brand new last September, had 0 miles on it. I know it's a 2013, but it had 0 miles on it. I got a good deal on it. I've already done some custom work, as you can see. I've numbered it. I put some custom decals on it. Got some shorty clutch lever and brake lever. I did a rear delete for the tail lights, and I put an integrated tail light turn signal. TST Industries on the integrated tail. Also for the license plate bracket, it was TST Industries, as well as the flush mount turn signals, which are pretty cool as they light up red. I don't know if you can see that, but they are pretty neat as they light up red. That's pretty much it so far. Just a lot of stickers and whatnot. I didn't go too crazy, but I did add a couple stickers on it. I thought it made it look a little cooler. I don't know. Eventually I want to chrome blue the wheels, or chrome red. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably maybe do a power commander or whatnot, but that's pretty much it for the bike. Just gonna take a good look around it. It's pretty sweet paint scheme, the HRC color. They also have the Repsol edition in this year as well, which is pretty cool. It's popular. I went with this bike because I don't see very many of them. I haven't seen very many of them. In fact, I haven't seen any around here in this area. I'm in Ohio, by the way, so I know Cycle Cruiser. He's a pretty popular motovlogger. He's in Ohio as well, so maybe we can meet up someday. But at any rate, this is my bike. My first bike was a 2012 DRZ 650 SE. It was a dual sport bike. I love that bike. I missed that bike already, actually. It was a lot of fun. I should have turned it into a supermoto bike, but 650 is a little heavier. It has a speed and power, but it's a little heavier, so the 400s are better. But I kind of got bored of it, and then I was like, you know what, I want to get a super sport. So that's what I ended up doing. However, I can tell you that as much fun as these bikes are, they can get you in a lot of trouble. And I just felt like the 650 was kind of my home. I kind of come from a dirt bike background, so I have a lot of experience riding bikes, not necessarily on the street. I haven't had my license very long, probably 6 months, but I have plenty of riding experience, so I felt like the transition should be pretty easy. This bike doesn't scare me at all. I'm a very cautious rider. I do some power bursts and whatnot, but I don't get all crazy with the speed. So let's just give it a ride and check it out. These bikes, as a little kind of a review, I love the 600RR. It's actually my favorite 600 out of all of them. I looked at the GSXR 750, the Yamaha R6, the Kawasaki ZXR6. That was pretty much all the ones that I looked at, and the Honda was definitely, I think, the best bang for the buck, so to speak. I think it was the best handling bike. It wasn't the most comfortable bike, but the fact that it has a fuel gauge, and most bikes don't nowadays, is one of the main reasons why I bought this bike. And it sounds silly enough, but that thing can keep you from having a fucked up day and being stranded somewhere. That is a great addition to these bikes, which I really like. I think all bikes should have them. I don't know why they don't. But Honda, for some reason, they understand that people need fuel gauges, and they want the fuel gauge. The dash is kind of old on this thing, but there's a doggy. But that's okay. I mean, it still looks okay. I don't mind the old school style. It's got a digital speedometer. The tax analog, which is kind of cool. I kind of like the analog. Actually, I kind of wish it was all analog, because I actually kind of like the old school look. I'm into the old muscle car look, so I don't mind the analog dashes. They're pretty cool looking. But overall, this bike handles the best out of all of them. I think most reviewers of bikes will say the same thing. Again, it's not the most comfortable bike, but it definitely handles the best out of all the 600s. Not the fastest, it's not the most powerful 600, but it's definitely the easiest bike to ride, and I think it's the funnest bike to ride. So that's why I chose this bike. Set aside the cosmetic appearances, I really like this bike. And maintenance as well. Honda is actually one of the best manufacturers as far as durability goes. They produce some really durable products. The Honda Civic, the Honda Accord, the Honda CR-V, they make just some really good products, and their bikes are better. Even so, they make just good products. They really do. So that's why I decided to go with the Honda durability. I felt like it was it just felt right when I grabbed the handlebars on this and sat down. It just really felt like home. I just felt comfortable, and that's one of the biggest things when you're riding a bike is you want to feel comfortable, you want to feel safe, and the Honda just spoke to me in ways that the other bikes didn't. So, and the fact that this thing just turns, like that's what it was designed to do. It just wants to turn and twist, and it just feels at home, and you feel at home with the bike. It's pretty cool. It responds well. The mid-range power kind of lacks. You have to be way up in the needle way up in the RPMs before you start to feel that torque and that mid-range power. But I can do wheelies in first gear, second gear, and in third gear. I'm a little guy. I'm like 145, so I don't have a lot of weight, so maybe that's why. But I've heard people having trouble doing wheelies on these, and I'll be honest with you, I don't have any problem. This thing comes right up, no problem. Just a little clutch up wheelie, and it'll come right up. So first gear's a little sketchy on these bikes just because they do have a lot of torque once you get to the higher RPMs, but clutch up wheelies aren't too bad. So just taking a little cruise around town here. Nothing crazy. It's a nice day out. We've had a few decent days to ride here in Ohio. Our weather here can be up and down, left and right. It gets kind of crazy at some times, and we don't know if it's going to snow tomorrow or be 80 degrees tomorrow. But as of right now, we've had some good weather this week, so I figured today I'd get out and just enjoy it. It's a little breezy today, but it actually feels good because it's kind of hot. I hope the camera quality is pretty nice on this when I upload it into YouTube. I'm running 1080p on a GoPro Hero 4, so I figured that'd be the best way to run video. I felt like 4K would be just take up too much memory space, and the videos would be too short, so I decided to go with 1080p. As for audio, I went with the Sena SMH-10R, which is a very compact intercom Bluetooth headset, but I like it. The only downside to the Sena SMH-10R is the battery life. Isn't that great? But I mean, for recording videos or listening to music, it's really not all that bad. Honestly, guys, it's really not. Hell, I got like a 2.5 hour ride in one day on a kind of like a poker run, sort of, last weekend, and it was like 2.5 hours, and I had plenty of battery, so it doesn't bother me much. Now, if you try to go like a whole weekend or something without charging it, that could be an issue. But I mean, as long as you charge it fully before using, it's not that bad. Same thing with the GoPros. The GoPros do have crappy batteries. I don't know. I don't understand that, but maybe it's just to keep the price down. Probably cost effectiveness. It's probably too expensive to put a high dollar battery in it, but I wish the batteries were better, but you can always buy more batteries. They're not that expensive. So that's what I need to do, honestly, if I want to continue to motovlog. So just kind of cruising around town again, guys. Bouncing around here. Whoa. So again, comfortability with Super Sports. I've never really rode on a Super Sport before. I've always wanted to buy one of these bikes. I just never did, just because I really had no need to get my license. And I don't know. I just one day it hit me like, you know what? I want to get a motorcycle. So I went out and bought one. and this is the one I chose. I did a lot of research, a lot of forum searching, sat on a bunch of bikes, and came up with the 600. So that's what I decided to choose. Traffic's a little crazy today, guys, so motorcycle. I will say that, ooh, custom Chevy. Yeah. Alright, I'm a cargo. Terminator Cobra. Terminator. Guys, I am a huge fanatic of the Cobra. Yeah! I love the old Terminators. Oh, I want one so bad. I got a 98 Mustang GT Celine that's fully built. And I love Mustangs. That's probably going to be something in my video. You'll see me a lot. I see one and I'll say, Mustang! Here comes that Chevy. Yeah, get it.